I don't think there's a worse fate than this. Imagine trying to stick up for your girl who just got insulted and disrespected by this dude right here on y'all screen. But he gets the upper hand and flips the tables on you, shooting you 14 times. And the last thing you saw, your last moments and last seconds on this planet, your last seconds with consciousness, this is what you see. I wish I was joking. This is a situation you got to get your get back from the afterlife. I don't know how, but you got to hit like an Aaron Yeager moment and just be able to transport every living person who's blood related to you and then just put a bounty on this guy's head, bro. You gotta have a dead hand. Y'all know how in the Soviet Union, and I think it's a few other countries who have a dead hand protocol where like it's a plan. If we get taken out, we still have a retaliation like that can be launched, bro. You gotta do something. You gotta figure out a way to get back at this person even after you're gone, because this right here, this is a worse fate than the last video I just dropped. I can't believe I'm saying that, because if you watched my latest video, you know how bad that shit was. Would you believe me if I told y'all this goofball right here on the left? Let me show y'all. Look right here. This buffoon right here. He took a man out who was out shopping with his girl and his baby son, I believe. He's out there shopping with his family, and I haven't gotten to the details yet. We're gonna get right into it, but as I understand it now, he left his girl for a few minutes, and when he came back, she had told him that this person, Justin Guzman, had called her a bitch. So the other guy obviously wants to stand up for his woman, so he literally goes searching for this guy across the entire mall and parking lot, and he finds him outside, but it ends up with him getting taken out. I'm hearing 14 shots, bro. Now, before I get into all the details, let me show y'all, besides this disgusting this video can be used as torture, bro. This is worse than solitary confinement. Anyways, I'm not even gonna get into it today, but here's what I'm getting at. Before we get into the details, let me show y'all what this phenotype of man was up to in the mall, right? That could cause somebody to call them a bitch. You wouldn't believe what this phenotype was up to in the mall. I mean, does he look like a good guy that would be, I don't know, going around asking people valid questions and not doing anything weird? Let's find out. This is his best friend. This is the other guy on the right. So this isn't the killer. This is just an example of what these boys were up to in the mall, bro. Let me show y'all. Let's run it.
No. What's that? What's that? Pen? Oh, hey, my man's got pen. You too. Bro, I swear I seen you, bro.
Hey, you gotta take this shit off right here, bro. This is the reason why this just phenotype of, I don't know what to call this shit, minion grew. This is why he locked onto you. That nose piercing, I told y'all, that shit curses you. You will have mini Grus walking up to you trying to harass you. Take the nose piercing off, bro. What's up with you? Why are men putting this on now? This is the reason he locked onto you. Look, out of all these people, look, out of all these people eating their food, he locked onto you. Why? Because you attract weirdos when you put that shit on, man.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Bro, I think I've seen you before, bro. You rap? What do you do? I make music. You make music? So I got a couple questions for you. Since you're a rapper, you know what I'm saying? You a thug or you a thug? You all the way to the yeah. All right, so look, right? So first question, Okay, you pass it. All right, you're not dumb. All right, next question. You saw what? What you want me to see? See anything? All right, second question. Would you rather have a date or a daughter? That's the real deal. Huh? What's your name?
We should be able to like choose which seed wins the race, bro. Like as a man, like, I don't know, it should be like a graph or something where you can just choose which, you could choose how your children come out, man. Cause this is the wrong cell that won the race, man. He should not have, out of all them millions and trillions and billions of goddamn competitors that were trying to make it out and become a human being. I know his dad, if he was given the option to choose, bro. There's so much I could say here. My energy is disturbed and I'm not even around his vicinity. What type of weird ass question is that? Y'all gotta understand there's a difference between being funny, pushing the line, or edgy, and just being a weirdo, bro. You can tell exactly who watches this type of content and finds it funny. Minions like him. Hold on, man. This isn't even me shitting on people who do pranks, because there are some funny ass pranksters out there. This is not one of them. I don't even know what this is. This is just harassment.
That's just the question, bro. You don't fuck with this? All right, I got the next one. I got another question. Woo. Would you do something strange for
Yeah.
Oh, chill, bro. Chill, bro. Hey, bro, you good? Hey, bro, you good, bro? Bro, what you on, bro?
Hey, I know he has a nose piercing on, bro, but I might have to. What he just did, that cancels out the nose piercing for me, bro. Hell yeah, this is exactly how you deal with one of these demented little brutes that should have been. Yeah, shit, he wanted content, bro. Give him some content. If you ever find yourself in a situation where you're dealing with one of these little mini like gremlins and they want content from you, they want you to do something erratic, give it to them. It's a win-win for you and them. You get to take care of the problem and they get to get some content.
Good, bro.
So yeah, this is what they were up to in the mall, bro. Not exactly this, but you can see what could cause somebody or a situation like we're about to get into. You can see exactly how and why a man would be chasing these guys around trying to confront them and press them for what they said or did to his wife, right? Like I said, this is not the same guy who who killed the man. This is his best friend or just somebody. I don't know. They look the same to me. It's to say it's a I don't know, Model 1, Model 2 type of thing. They literally look, this is his mugshot. It looks like the same person. I don't know if they're related or not, but yeah, this person that we just watched in the video is not the killer. So I want to make that clear. I just wanted to show y'all what they were up to in the mall, right? Because here's what happened, y'all. Let me show y'all.
Now, 2 suspects are in custody, including maybe a familiar face to some, a TikTok creator with tens of thousands of followers. On June 3rd, Justin Guzman and his buddy Marco Sinan went to the Houston Galleria to do what content creators do, shoot content. It was Justin, Marco, and another
Hold
man.
on, pause. It's not just shooting content. This isn't no normal content, bro. This isn't like somebody vlogging themselves and minding their business and interacting with other human beings with respect. Nah, bro. They were there to do those weird ass TikToks and harass people. That's the content, bro. Don't sit here and put these people and group them up with content creators. I mean, I know it's but don't group them up. What you got to specify, you got to be like, they were doing weirdo content. They were up there harassing people, and shooting cringy TikToks. Say that. Don't say they were just shooting content. That makes it too that makes it sound like they were doing nothing wrong, which I don't know, maybe depending on the details, maybe the other guy was enraged or insane and they defended themselves. So we'll find out here in a second, right? But in a situation where you initiate an interaction, it's hard to claim being a victim.
Whose name hasn't been publicly released. So those 3 make their way onto the elevator. And there was someone else riding on that elevator too, a woman who had just gotten off of work. Now, one of the men reportedly asked the woman a question.
I'm sorry, man. I know I keep pausing it. I just imagine this face being the last thing you say. Oh my God, not your girl, not your mom, not your this is the last face you see. Oh, this hurts. Like, if you're his relative and you see, like, you would be praying to have him get out of jail so you can meet up with him and tell him how much you love his content.
But she didn't answer. And instead of just letting it go, one of them allegedly called her a stupid, ugly B-word. The woman told her fiancé, Anthony Sanders, what happened in the elevator. So he reportedly went driving around the parking garage to find the men who spoke to his fiancé that way. He found them. Then an argument happened. And Anthony and his fiancé, according to reports, were planning to leave the parking garage and likely go on with their day. But when leaving the garage, they were allegedly followed by Justin and Marco, plus whoever was driving them. According to reports, the suspects allegedly brake-checked them. Anthony reportedly got out of the car. There was some more arguing. Then bullets flew. Now, mind you, inside Anthony's car wasn't just his fiance, but the couple's...
They were listening to that bullshit music, bro. I don't know what that song is. That Cracker got it. Hey, y'all, what are y'all even listening? What are you even listening to? That's the type of... Hey, that shit puts a spell on you, bro. I don't know who it is that did it to them, but they were listening to some bullshit and decided to follow this man and just kill him. Y'all heard what I just heard, right? What a horrible way to go out, man. I got so much to say, but let's hear these details. Hold on.
Baby 2. And here's the thing. The rounds, according to reports, were one-sided. Not from Anthony's side, but allegedly from Justin himself. Police say the content creator, plus whoever was driving them, took off in the black Chrysler 300. But Houston PD pulled over the car during a traffic stop and spoke to the driver. When Justin got out of the car, investigators say 2 fired shell casings fell onto his lap. But those weren't the only shell casings. Investigators found 14 fired shell casings still inside that car. The driver...
That's not just trying to make a point. That's trying to take somebody out. Nobody survives that many rounds, bro. Nobody, unless God deems you more life. If God deems you more life, you could literally be at the center of a nuclear bomb going off and you'll make it, right? If not, a fly can kill you. So, but generally speaking, 14 shots is you trying to take somebody out. Please understand how petty and stupid of a situation this is, though. Like, at heart, this is why emotional maturity is so important, y'all. A strong man is somebody who is able to do it to somebody if they need to and protect the ones they love and care for, but can also use their logic, their mind, and check their emotions when they know that the situation is just not worth escalating. I'm talking from both sides, but more specifically from these little shits who clearly have zero emotional maturity. Duh, look at the videos they post. But anyways, instead of checking y'all's emotions and realizing, hey man, we pranked him first, or we called his wife, he's mad as shit, but now the situation is over with. Let's go on with our day. You decide to follow him? I didn't even know this. This is my first time hearing about this. I told you I watch these videos live and raw with y'all. Y'all decide to follow him out of the mall and shoot him? This is what I'm being told, bro. Like, it can't get worse than that. And you can't be dumber than that. All that bullshit you're listening to is frying your brain. Cracker got an AR. What is that song, bro?
The car they were in claims that Anthony was trying to fight them because he thought that they were trying to holler at his fiance in the elevator. And just want to point out here, the driver wasn't charged, but Marco and Justin were. So how did that happen? Well, after all 3 men were briefly detained and questioned, they were free to go. But on June 25th, Marco was arrested and booked into jail. And after being named as a suspect, Justin turned himself into police 5 days later. Justin, who allegedly was the shooter, told police that he thought Anthony Sanders had a gun kept in his waistband when he approached the car. Justin also claimed Anthony had a knife. But investigators say no knives or firearms were found in the vicinity.
Pause, though. Did we not just hear this lady, right, who's breaking down all the details? Did we not just hear her collectively together say that they followed him at the mall? Who the follows somebody at the mall, right, and brake checks them and then gets scared for their life when the person they're still following and harassing comes out and walks towards their car? I mean, I would be on edge because it's a stranger walking up to your car, but at the same time, bro, it's a different story if you're the one that's following them. Unless my hearing is messed up and some shit and I misunderstood it, bro. We just heard her say they followed him at the mall. Do I need to replay it?
Of or within Anthony's vehicle or in the area of the parking garage where the shooting took place. Both Justin and Marco remain in jail. Marco's bond is set at $1 million, while Justin's bond is $450,000. But the defense is hoping to have his bond reduced because he cooperated with law enforcement. But for Anthony Sanders' family, things will never be the same.
When I tell y'all there is no such thing as loyalty when you're dealing with people who lack morals and character, loyalty is a real thing, but it's also more rare than the rarest metal there is on planet Earth, bro. That shit is so rare, right? But it's there. Now, it's non-existent and nowhere to be found when you're dealing with people who would willingly post TikToks like this shit and go do weird stuff and harass people, bro. There's no such thing as loyalty. I'm talking about in general, if somebody's willing to lie, steal, overall just be a bad human being and commit crimes, petty crimes just for the sake of doing it. Do you think that you're dealing with an honorable person? No, you're dealing with a fucking gremlin, bro. Why would you expect loyalty from him if you're the same? In all the videos that I've brought y'all, I don't think we've seen one where I don't even think we've even seen a single video where 2 people or more are involved in doing some dumb shit that's going to put them in prison for the rest of their life, being loyal to each other. There's just no such thing.
The defense is hoping to have his bond reduced because he cooperated with law enforcement. But for Anthony Sanders' family, things will never be the same. According to a GoFundMe, his loved ones write, Anthony Sanders was abruptly taken from us, leaving behind shattered hearts and unfinished dreams due to the senseless act of murder. Anthony was a devoted father, beloved fiance to Selena, cherished son, nephew, cousin, and brother whose kindness warmed every heart around him. His greatest joy was his precious baby boy and his beautiful fiancée Selena, the family he passionately worked to support. In the wake of this profound loss, Anthony's grieving mother humbly invites anyone who wishes to support the family to donate, especially for Selena, whose care and well-being are now a priority.
I'm gonna be completely honest, bro, and I mean this with the utmost respect when I say it. That's the worst type of phenotype that can take you out. That's the worst sight you could see in your last moments. That's the worst face, haircut, shot. Get in the comments. Let me know how y'all are feeling about this. And I just can't believe he got taken out with this. Like, looks are deceiving, bro. That's what we can take from this. You could have somebody who looks goofy and not serious and just, I don't know, weird, take you out because they have no emotional maturity and got offended because you wanted to stand up for your girl who they allegedly disrespected by calling your girl a bitch. Excuse me, your wife, right? What a horrible way to be taken out, man. Seriously. I love y'all, though. I appreciate y'all. To my late night squad, get in the comments, speak to me, and I'll see y'all in the next one, man. I'm out.